today, from Portland, Oregon, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Portland Lumberjacks taking on the Salt Lake City Elks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Salt Lake City Elks and the Portland Lumberjacks. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Portland team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Cobb. Over the middle, complete. It's Leonard. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 63 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Cobb. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there, first down. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 11. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Confidence building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. He finds his man. Complete. It's Underwood. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over to the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Zimmerman.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Langford up the middle. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Elks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Cobb. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for Langford last week, 21 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Zimmerman. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Forced out to his left. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Back to throw now on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now on comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Portland's offense now about set to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Off play action. Cobb. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Operating from the gun, Cobb.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Thomas has got it, complete.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Zimmerman.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down, Langford. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw here. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back to the ground. This time Langford. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and now they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They'll run here with Langford. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So a great second effort there as he's able to stay upright and get into the end zone.
I think not just a second effort. I think a third effort was what got him in. Maybe possibly even a fourth.
Yeah, whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time.
I
think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on third down, Cobb. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a first down run with Collins. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Cobb. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Cobb. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Looking to throw. Cobb firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Cobb. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Looking to throw on second down. Cobb, touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lumberjacks get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And Thomas has it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Zimmerman. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect it, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Zimmerman. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And for the second time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Cobb. And he comes back with one complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, this is Collins. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught. Here's Langford. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 3. He finds his man complete. It's Lamb. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dumps it into the flat to Langford. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start by heading out west to Glendale, Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Cardinals looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, we fly over the Central Valley and up to Santa Clara to check on the Niners at home at Levi's Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. The Giants seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. The Cowboys trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And they'll send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Cobb, that's complete. It's Collins. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Cobb. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Operating from the gun. Cobb over the middle. It's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Cobb. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Cobb. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. To throw again. Cobb. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit here. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Langford again. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The give to Langford up the gun. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This complete to Langford. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Over the middle, it's It's Thomas. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On the give, this is Collins running left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A run from the pistol with Langford. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They bring their punter out there now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Here we go. 45, right.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
They'll set up a throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Throwing to start the drive. Cobb. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. On 2nd down, Collins. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Cobb. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And on now is the punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll take it at the 42. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt.
This is Langford on 1st and 10.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Second and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Now a handoff. It's Langford. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run himself. He would love to see his offense put together and leg of rest.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Cobb. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cobb. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Cobb. And they'll get this down to the 10. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They run over center with Collins. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Cobb. And he's got it. Touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Lumberjacks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. From the gun, they run with Langford. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Langford again, busy man this afternoon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Langford. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is absolutely perfect, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They go play action here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Leonard. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative-type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for Salt Lake City, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Portland, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.